This
networking,
conference will now be recorded.
and then I started career with this exchange, then goes to cloud computing to analytics, and analytics to different different modes of analytics, then cyber security. So so guys, right now we are hearing too much about this term which is called generative AI. Okay. So Madan, these guys can unmute themselves or not?
Yeah, you can go ahead. So everybody listen. So if we discuss means it will take a time. So that's why. You can go ahead.
So it
If
is
any
just
doubts
a
queries, they
discussion.
will message in the chat box.
Okay, okay, perfect. So let me make it full screen. So my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, just yeah. So, guys, let's move further with this generative AI. So, first of all, we must be listening this term too much in recent years. This term generative AI was not too much in not too much in use in past. I mean, in last 10 years, we start hearing this term generative AI in last 2 3 years. So, what exactly is this generative AI is? Why we are having too much about this generative AI? From where this generative AI is coming in picture? So, we are going to work out, or we are going to know why exactly this generative AI is having too much influence at the present day-to-day corporate life, or why exactly we are using this term in too much applications at the moment. So, first of all, what is generative AI? The term itself is saying what exactly it means. Generative means generation. It is creating something, so it is automatically giving something, and it is ai is artificial intelligence. So thing is, if we are putting something, we are getting some text, that is text generation. We are getting some pictures, this is picture generation. And we can even create a video using ai, so that is generative videos are there. So all these things are at the back end, we are using ai technologies to get these generations of text and then videos, videos, then photos, pictures, and all these things. So this is a generative AI we are calling. Okay. So all this PPT is consist or taken material is from all these things. There are very good reference. You can guys can go through deeplearning.ai, with some short courses are there, you can go through them. Okay. So what exactly generative ai means? Generative ai means generating new content, images, videos, music, text. All these comes under generative ai. And we have models which we are using in these generative ai are chat gpt models. Just an example for some of the models. Okay. So what exactly this generative ai which we use in for nlp, natural language processing? Suppose in simple terms, we are putting some text where we say who is the prime minister of india, where is taj mahal located, who is the president. So what we usually do, we train these machine learning models, and these machine learning models give you the output based on the training things which we provide. Okay. So just so the training which we provide, these models are giving you the outputs. So now there is another terms which we are using, it is called prompting. So what exactly prompting will happen is happening? So what exactly, suppose there is one big paragraph which is written and some article is written, so it will just give you the exactly what exactly is happening overall, the you can say summary of that article or anything in just a simple thing. So now we have models which are too advanced, where we are just predicting the exact summary of the things. Just give me a minute. So mostly the models which we are using at the moment are GPT, Cohere, Palm, etc. So these models are created by different companies from Google, OpenAI, and lot many companies are into picture for these models. Okay. So guys, if you have any question or anything, you can just message there. Okay, on chat. Okay. Now we comes to a very big term, which is mostly which is we use, or what is the
Hey Amit,
background of. Hello.
yeah Amit. So, do we need any prerequisites to go through the generative AI?
Nothing, we you guys have basic knowledge about the machine learning models.
So, as the organizer already mentioned, like few are the folks, we are like very basic. We have different IT background. We don't have any machine learning background. So, do we need to learn any prerequisites before we start AI?
No, nothing like that. There is no prerequisite for this. This is a term where we can altogether learn something different things. Okay. And
Uh,
I think organizer already told you this is more about the practical aspect of the course, not all about the theory, right? So it is much better if you know the things. If you don't know about the machine learning and all those things, that's also fine. There's no problem with that.
So, Amit, I'm Deepthi here. So, I'm
Yeah.
a fresher. So, I just want to check like what are the things I need to start with? I'm totally a fresher.
No worries. You don't have to start anything. Once this course goes into a flow, you will learn a lot of good. I mean, you will go through the practicals. Lot of things will come into picture. So this is very easy things. That's what once you learn what exactly these models are, you will understand it's very easy to use them. So you can create a lot of things, your own chat gpt, your own what we can chat bots you can create. You can create your own models. So there are many different ways to work on this. So
So, do
some
we need
things
to
is,
know any other languages like Java, C Sharp, or anything for this coding?
no, you just need to know English, that's it.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Amit.
So it's nothing like that.
Okay.
No worries
Okay.
about. It is very simple. And guys, you understand the Python, or Python is also you have no idea? Yeah, Deepthi.
I don't have any idea about Python, Amit.
Okay. So Python is guys. We need few of the commands from the Python. I mean, Python is the thing which we are going to use while making a practicals, while working on these models, and everything we work is using a Python background. So don't worry about it, even if you don't know, because Python is very simple language. It is created for mathematicians and economists and all these things. All these things are created. So backend of Python is already C++. So no worries if you don't know the language, this Python also. So it will take some time to become comfortable with this language. While we are practicing, you will understand how exactly we work with this. Okay. So any other question? No, right?
Yeah,
No.
Amit. Yeah. So
Okay.
it would be good if you give the high level or you like is there any coding is required other than Python? So basically, I am not into any coding. So
So Venkat, no problem if you are not even know a single C of even a single code of any of the language. So no worries about it. It's all about you have to make your mind for learning. That's it. If you are ready to learn, you can learn. If you are fear about you don't know this, you don't know that, so it will create a lot of hassle during that period. So the thing is, uh, Python, what we required is not that complicated level. Python is just like you use the calculator, right? So
right.
Python is just like what exactly we wanted to use, we are doing that. It's not as complicated as C, and very and not even as complex as Java. So the thing is, all remove all the fear about not knowing any language about it. Okay, so free up your mind from all the fears and then proceed further with this LM models, because all these models are pre-trained models. I will tell you about this, what exactly we are going to do, what are LLM models which we you are hearing, what is generative AI, why exactly we are using these models. So all these things will come into picture at the moment. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no worries about any of the thing.
Yeah, which platform is used to develop?
uh, what, sorry.
If I go to in real time, what platform is used? I mean, in work environment.
Okay, okay, working environment. So what we do, the thing is, once we start the course, I will tell you there are a lot many possibilities are there. Whether we wanted to use our desktop, or we wanted to use some browser, or if we wanted to use something spider or some kind of interface. So there are lot many options are there. So once we start the things, then we you have to install few of the uh, platform, few of the things, then we will go proceed further. Okay,
Are there
no
any big
worries.
organizations that are backing up this generative AI? Something like
Yeah,
Oracle, or you're talking about TIBCO or AWS or
yeah,
Azure. I mean, anything, any big
I mean every
companies that are.
organization at the moment, you are right, every organization in the moment at the moment is telling lot about this generative AI, right?
So which particular platform, or I mean, maybe it's an extension of Pratap's question. Which particular platform or which particular vendor should be really be focusing on, or who is the market
There
leader in
you go.
this?
Yeah, so there is nothing like market leader at the moment, because models are still a lot of models are created by a lot of companies, and all companies are very big. It is not like you, we cannot trust the model from Microsoft, we cannot trust a model from Google. So it's not like that. All the companies at the moment invested a lot of money into it. So the technology which we are having at the moment are very refined. Okay, when we talk about the chat gpt model, or if we talk about any other model beyond BERT models or anything, we will see that what exactly these models, why exactly we are using. So the thing which we are going to use is not going to, I mean, some models are paid version of it. So like chat gpt is some models which are previous models are free, but latest models, all the models are paid version. So the thing, we will avoid using those paid version of those things, but we must learn in this course how to use the models, how we are going to work on these models, and what are these models are having too much hype, and how exactly, where exactly we can use these models. All these things which we are going to learn in this course.
So basically, you're gonna teach the raw material, and then it's gonna be vendor agnostic.
Everything,
And any other
everything,
vendor,
everything.
we would be able to work with any vendor backed up models. Actually, that's what I'm understanding. Is that right?
Right. Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly
All right,
That's
thanks.
exactly I mean to say. Okay. So let's proceed.
Hello, yeah, Amit, this is Sai. So,
Yes,
do
sir.
we need any hardware components for the model training?
Not like that. There is nothing like any other thing which you need. The thing is, if you know Python, then it is good how to use it. You will be very comfortable. And if you don't know the Python, so it will take 1 day or 2 days to get well versed with the Python. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing.
So for the model trainings, like we need Linux software, Linux, right? Or it is
Nothing.
good.
No, if you want to use Linux, you can use. But if you are
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Amit, sorry for interrupting you. Can you, any query just after the demo, give me a time, 15-20 minutes to discuss. So in between our discussion going, maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, yep.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So don't worry. I mean, there is a lot of fear about how we are going to do, right? So don't worry, guys. This what exactly is created is very simple for everyone. So where we are just learning a lot about the practical aspect of the things, we will not make these things very complicated. The thing is, once you are over with this training, you must able to use all the things which are available in the market. So this is our aim. This is what exactly we wanted to have from this training. Okay. So no worries, nothing. So in this demo, we will talk a lot about this particular text generation or language generation thing, because we are heard a lot about these chat gpt, and we are using a lot in our daily life. We start using the chat gpt. So the chat gpt model is the is come from the
Sorry,
nlp.
Amit, are you sharing your screen?
My screen is already shared. Sorry, you
No,
are not getting.
sorry. No,
No.
I think we lost your screen. Sorry.
Okay, okay, sorry, sorry. I thought now it is visible.
Yeah,
Yes,
now I
yes,
can
yeah.
see. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what exactly we are going to do in this demo? Generative AI, I told you it's we can create a videos, we can create a this text, we can create a lot many things. But here, what exactly we are focused at the moment? We will focus on NLP models, but in during the course we will learn lot many things about other things also. Okay. So so the thing is, why exactly I pick up this NLP thing? Because this is altogether is very wide thing. If we keep on explaining this, this session may go beyond 1 hour. Okay. So we are here just for right now. We will focus on NLP things. What exactly is happening in NLP, and the same thing is at the background is happening with all the other for creating videos, photos, lot other things which we are getting from generative AI are using these kind of models at their backend. So here we will know about the NLP. So guys, you understand what exactly is natural language processing? What exactly we are speaking, what we are saying is the language which we use. Though what exactly we are this AI is doing, AI is by getting lot many tags, lot many things, it is learning the AI. So what exactly we do, just think of it as a child. We start learning a language. Okay. Once we become elder, adult, or once we uh, attain the maturity level, we start speaking something. And sometimes we speak something what something which we have learned from our past experiences. So we all the language whatever we are speaking, we have learned from childhood. We are getting lot many people, we interact with lot many people, they provide some words, we start using those words. So this is what we are using from childhood to our adulthood. We learn a language, and we may learn lot many language apart from one language, two three language which we learn. So we start writing something in, there's some innovation things which we do, but everything is depend what we have learned from our childhood, right? So this is the same thing is happening at the background of all the models. All the models are getting training from childhood. Just see, we get lot many people interact with people, they tell something, then other thing we see something and all these things. So we are getting a training about all these things. So in a similar way our models are getting training. We are feeding lot of many things to these models, we putting them text, then all these things. So they are not learning punctuation or all these things, they are getting lot many texts. So they keep on uh, know how to use those things, how to put a full stop, where to put a full stop, where to put comma. All these things came into, they learn it not by die heart learning of the punctuation or grammar of the English or anything. They learn it by getting too many texts from a, or we can say trillions of GBs of trillions of the data which we are feeding with these models. So they learn all this language. So once they learn the language, they start generating the lot of new text, new things. If we wanted to generate a news article, it is going to provide you the news article. So this is the models at the background of all this we are using are the large language models. So these are called the large language models. So what exactly these large language models means? These these are these are the supervised learnings. And we will once we start the course, we will I will get through all these basics of machine learning things. What is supervised learning, what are unsupervised learning, all these things we will take into picture. Okay, no worries about it. So these large language models, as the name suggests, it fed with large amount of the data, very large. And apart from it, the large data, these models are called large language models because they have billions of the parameters which we going to train into it. So all these things, what are parameters, what we are going to training, all these things come into picture on later stages. Okay. So right now we are having this chat gpt model which is giving generating text. So these large language models which we are using are for the text, what we are creating text. Just see, analyzing customer feedback from email, social media, translating business into different language, and then classifying, categorizing large amount of the text data from efficient processing and analysis. All these things which we are doing it from these models. Okay. So there are few fact about these models, large language models. First of all, these are the machine learning model, and these are trained at the level how exactly human language is being generated. So they are at the they are already trained models which can generate a language. So how exactly it is generating a language? Just see, it learned the patterns, structure and relationships within a given language, and has traditionally been used the narrow ML. Or for all these things, we are using a machine learning things. It is not like we are not using machine learning. In traditionally for all these purpose, we are using simple machine learning models for this. But right now, the models which we are using having a different name, which is called large language models. That's the only thing at the background. These are also the machine learning models, but we have lot different things from these traditional machine learning models. So first of all, the
Amit,
basic question is, yep.
one question. We are going to use the LLM for this entire course, or we can learn for this course like how to write the new, like a new type of LLM, or we can develop our own thing. We can
Okay,
learn.
okay, at the end of this PPT, you will automatically understand this thing,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
whether you can create these large language models or we are just going to use them. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So first of all, at the back end, there are two things which we you have to, not even two things, only one thing which is required. All these large language models at the back end, they are using a transformer based architect. This we will once we get into details of these models, we will know what exactly are these transformers, what exactly are all these things. So the thing basic of all these models which we are using are different version of transformers. Okay, so let's go into depth of this thing, how exactly these large language models come into picture. Okay, so all this comes when we start generating the text. Thing is, when we in I mean, artificial intelligence is into picture since 1956. Okay, long back we start creating this branch which is called artificial intelligence, and all this branch was created to have our robots know how to behave like a human being, and we are creating a machine to just behave like an human being. And since then 1956 we are using a lot of models to give machines some kind of a learning, some kind of a analysis, some kind of a logic planning, all these things we keep on feeding the machine so that machine can automatically do all this thing. But everything which was not there is the power, computation power. In 1956 we don't have computation power, but when you see the scenario from 1991 to 2024, what's the difference? If you see the computers in 1991, they have CD-ROM. They have CD-ROM is about 356 or something like that in KBs. 1 MB, this CD-ROM was very, I mean, it was a very big deal if you are having 1 MB of CD-ROM. So we are from that era where we have CD-ROMs, we have RAM of the capacity of 100 KBs, then 1 MBs, 2 MBs, like that. So if you just see the background, all this era we have evolving the computation power. So once we are having a lot of computation power, we can do lot of background machine learning thing. So since first NLP model come into picture in 2001, then another breakthrough comes into 2013, where one model come, words to vector. All these models are for English, all for the language where we learn how to train the English language more things. Okay, but the thing which transformed the industry was in 2017, when a very good model of one research paper come, which focus on transformer models and attention management. This was the research paper which come into picture. I think some university, very good university guys put it. I mean something MIT or Harvard. This paper come transformer or somewhere from there, and this transformer paper transformed this all the industry. Since 2017 we start using these transformer models, and we create BERT model, GPT models, using this, using different versions of transformer. In transformer we have two things, transformer and attention mechanism. So there are two papers which come into picture. One was transformer and other was attention mechanism, and all these two comes in 2017 itself. So since then we are having transformed this all industry, and the publicly used model come into picture in 2020, which was GPT-3, GPT version 3. And from there we are having lot many models. Just see Lambda, XLars, Chinchilla, CodeGen, Encoder, MGPT, Palm, Optim, Minerva. All these things are from just see January 2021 to October 2022. All these models come into picture, and then we have again chat gpt come into picture. Then in December, gpt 3.5, I think latest version is something gpt 4 turbo, something like that. So in the you can see from 2017, every year something is happening. Not even year, every month something is happening in this all this industry using a GPT. So just see, in 2017 we come in the picture transformer model, and from 2018 we having all these models which come into picture. And all these models are from this Google family, from OpenAI family, Microsoft family. All these models come into picture. Okay, so simple thing, how the transformer models working. We will transformer is consist of two things: encoder, decoder, framework, and attention. So this is going to be a bit technical, but don't worry about all these terms or the things. Just think of it, a transformer, what we are, which have changed the industry about these large language models. We are going to is consist of only two things: one is encoder, decoder, framework, other is attention. We put all these encoder, decoder, framework, and attention in different sequence, we start getting a different models. So industry is totally based, large language models, all these are based on these two sequence or different versions of attention and encoder or framework. All these versions are there. Okay, so transformer is simple. You can just see, encoder, we put a language, we put a English, how are you. Then we have representation of this language through a decoder, even a conversion it into a French language. So all this, having all these things, we are using neural network at the back end. We will discuss about deep learning and all these models later on once we start the things. So at the back end we are using neural network, and these encoder and decoder are also consist of neural network. So the thing is, in a simple way, we are having transformer. Transformer is consist of two things: one is encoder, decoder, framework, other is attention mechanism. So in encoder, simple thing, we are putting the text, and decoder, we are getting a decode of that text. Here we are having English to French translation. Okay, so this is how exactly we are putting some this these are hidden layers. We will discuss all this RNN models which we are having in transformer thing. This will make you more complex here, but in a simple way, these are the transformer layers which is having RNN. This is neural network layer, this is encoder block, there is one state, then we are having decoder block. Okay, but the difference which we are going to have in these models is this phenomena, which is attention. This we will learn once we see the practical, how exactly this attention is working at the background of all these models in transformer. Okay, we are putting these different types of neural network model. All these things, don't worry about the terms which we are using at the moment, because this is very introductory class. And to get you the information about all these large language models, we have to know the what exactly is happening in there inside those models. So inside those models we are having some RNN layers. So don't worry about what is RNN layers, what are these things. These things you will study, you will learn, and I am here to get you the depth, starting everything from the very basic of all these things. Even if you don't understand what is happening in these layers or all these things, you are going to uh, understand the practical aspect of all these models. Okay, this is the inside of those models which is happening. Okay, so different, just see, here we are using attention. Here in this model we are having one attention here, and one attention is here. So another terms which come into picture is the self attention there. So all this term we will learn in later stages. Okay. Now the most popular models which are there in the market: GPT, BERT, Roberta, T5. You just see, this is by OpenAI, this is developed by Google, this is Roberta by Facebook, and this is T5 model is also by Google. CLT, this is again Salesforce, and Megatron is NVIDIA. Bloom, one model is Bloom, which is developed by the Microsoft, Deep Speed team, NVIDIA. All these teams combine together to have this Bloom. This is big science, large open science, open access multilingual language models. Okay. So now these large language models are two types. One is called autoregressive models, other is called auto encoding model. Just see, we have a sentence: teacher made the boy, then we make a prediction here, or we can make the prediction after reading this sentence. Okay, there are two ways. Once we write the sentence teacher made the boy, then we make a prediction this. Okay. Or else what we do, we once we read this line also, his lesson, then we make this prediction. So this is called forward prediction, this is called backward prediction. So when we are using forward or backward prediction, either we are reading this sentence then making a prediction, or reading the last line then making a prediction, then it is called backward prediction. So these are the auto regressive models. Okay. And uh, when we go with the auto encoding models, here the thing is these models read this sentence as well as the last sentence to make the prediction. So the thing is, what is already happened, based on those things, plus what is already going to happen, based on the future and past, we are making a prediction. So these are called auto encoding models. So we will tell you what exactly, why exactly we are having this. Autoregressive models, we are having GPT family. All the GPT models are come from autoregressive models. Auto encoding are the BERT family. This is Google, what exactly Google is using at the back end. This is GPT family, which is OpenAI is using. So just understand, OpenAI, when we are talk about the chat GPT, is using this model, where we are making a forward prediction or backward prediction, any of one of them. Okay. And auto encoding model, we are using uh, both the things, what is happened at the past as well as the future, to make the prediction here. Okay. So this autoregressive model are the GPT family. Auto encoding model are from the BERT family. BERT family is Google again. Okay. So till here, any confusion?
What is
Hello.
one of the practical usage of this play? I mean, whatever you're learning, right? Whatever you're teaching, what is one of the
Yeah.
practical usage? Can we talk a little bit
So
about that as well?
okay, sure. So you use the GPT model, you work on chat GPT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
In an
you work on,
organization, I'm talking more about in the organization. For example,
so
in
in
healthcare, probably
organization,
in a
your
financial.
financial. So financial also, you use I mean, uh, you, if you wanted to make a prediction about what exactly is going to happen in I mean, if you just feed this model all your financial text, or suppose if about particular information about the company, any company, you feed this model with information about any company, it will give you the prediction, or it will start making a text out of it. Lot of things are there. Once we go into the practical aspect of these things, then you will see that how exactly we are getting all these things. Okay. So we can even predict the share price based on these models also.
What do you do in your work? I mean, do you actually work on the AI or do you work on something else? What do you do? I mean, what's your practical application at your workplace?
You know chatbots.
Yep, that's still
So all
text, right? I
the
mean, that's prompt engineering and text
yeah,
and
prompt
everything. I was
engineering,
trying to
text
see,
and all.
yeah, I was trying to see if there is any real-time usage like predicting the patient healthcare, or maybe, predicting the fraud indicators in a bank, or probably, trying to see if there is any flight crashes, stuff like that. I mean, any real-time use cases that we could use this artificial intelligence for?
Yes, so the thing is, what exactly you're talking is more about this machine learning models, right? Right now we are beyond those machine learning models. We are just predicting the flight delays or flight crashes or and what you talked about. All these things which we are using is the machine learning model, mature machine learning model. But what exactly here we are doing, we are using generative AI. We are generating some text, we are generating some videos, we are generating some something, uh, pictures or something like this. So the thing is here what we are using is the generation of the things. The thing is, as I told you, from the childhood we learn a language, and at the adulthood we start writing an essays, right? How exactly we start writing the essays? Essays are come from the learning which we have done till from the childhood. If we have some negative experience, we write something in negative way. If there is a positive experiences in our life, we write positive experience, and sometimes mix of both of the things. So it is all about the experiences which we have in the life. We generate a essay, right? In a similar way, we are feeding these models with lot of data about the things. They start generating the text, they start generating the photos, they start generating the paintings, videos, lot of things which they start generating. So right now we are focused on generative AI, not on predicting AI, predictive AI.
Got you, got you. So I heard something called Sora AI where, we generate the videos. Is that Sora
Yes,
AI
yes,
as also part of this?
yes. Right now you come into the right thing. That is the what exactly we are going to study in this thing. You seen that deep fake, right?
Yep. Deepfake
You see
videos,
the
right?
deep fake, yes, deep fake videos. Here a person's voice is generated by these AI models. So all these models at the background are the large language models.
Got you. So what's
Okay.
one practical like hello world application for this? Like, what would be one use case, in an enterprise that,
We
you know,
once
when
we
you start
started,
working, what would be one statement of work? Like, what would be your work? What would be your first day in your office? Like, what
uh,
would they ask you to do?
so it's in a first day you know that it is not going to be that complex, and the thing, it's totally depend what the company do. If you enter into the fashion industry, they will ask you to create a model where they can model learn the trend and start generating a designs of the fashion which is going to be a trending thing in a later stages, right? When you are into some automobile industry, they will feed you how exactly you can make a uh, better car model or better automobile model for the company. So all this, you what you will do, you will fed the models with lot of models, lot of implications with lot of parameters, and then those models once learn the thing, they start generating a different designs for the car, different designs for the engine, different designs for the different ways they can generate the things. Okay.
All right, please proceed. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So now the thing is, all these models which we talked about, the large language models, we I told you these are created by Google and OpenAI, and billions of money has been put into this technology. Now we are having a mature level of these models. So the thing is, at the back end, they fed these models with overall open source, like all the research papers which are there. They put all these research papers and lot many texts which are there. They put all the text to make these models learn. So now the models are already learned the thing. Now the thing, there comes a very thing is, if you ask that can we create these large language models, the thing is, at the back end, these all large language models are using deep learning, simple deep learning models at the back end. As I show you, RNN, CNN, all these models at the back end, all these models are using. But the thing is, if we wanted to make our own large language models, then it is going to be a very very I mean uh, I mean, it will cost you lot billions of or millions of the dollars to put into this technology. So as an individual, we are not at that level where we put millions of the money into it. So what these companies are doing, they already created a pre-trained model. Just like right now I have created a PPT, right? And I, by creating a PPT, I go through lot of tags, lot of things, a lot of practical aspect, take lot of learning. Now what exactly I am going to do, what I am doing at the moment, I am just giving a presentation to you guys. So for you guys, you don't need to go through all the text where I have gone. You just need this PPT, what exactly I am saying, and I am just transferring my knowledge to you guys. So this is what exactly this all is happening in this world. Google, Microsoft, all these have created a technology, GPT models, BERT models. Now we are going to use those models for our whatever things which we are going to do, whatever applications which we are going to make. So these are called. So this is called transfer learning. So whatever we have, these models are learned, we are going to these learning to our application. Okay. So rest thing we will discuss in later stages. What are these bulk models and all these things, GPT and all this.
So how does your course curriculum look like? Like, what would you teach? You know, you talked a lot about Python, but I mean, like, what would you exactly teach in your like 30-day session or a 45-day session or whatever, how many ever days it is? Like, what would you teach? What would you teach in the first 5 days, 10 days, 15, 20, 25? Can you give a little bit of an overview of just the topics that you're going to be teaching, and also, how much of Python, how much of C++ or any other language that we need to be knowing about while we are actually learning this generative AI?
Okay. So the thing is, we start with the basic, how exactly, like what platform which we are going to use, what the things which we are going to use. Then we will learn this a bit of the theory about what exactly these large language models, how we are going to use these large language models, what is exactly in the background of these models. And then we have 2 3 practical applications of these models by using these models. Because as I told you, there are paid version of these models, as well as there are free versions or open sources are there. So we worked with both the things, how exactly we are going to use these paid version, how exactly we can use these free versions or open source versions, and then how exactly we are going to create a, I mean, there are few practicals are there, like how exactly we are going to get a, starting with very simple practical of having a sorry, chat bot, where we will giving a chat, it will give you the results and all that. So starting with very basic of the chatbot models, and we will assign different projects to different group based on view our learning. So this is how exactly it is going to proceed further. It will be having a lot of practicals, then a bit of theory, and Python and all this, whatever programming which we are going to use is totally into Python in this.
Course.
So anything else, Shiva? Sorry, Sunny, I think, right?
So how many days are you going to train this? How many days are you going to train this course?
I will just check this out. So, Madani, you are there. So, what information you have on this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, Madan, how many days of this course is? I think
I
15
will
or
share. I will
something.
share the content to everyone. Course agenda,
Oh,
topic wise. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. You just share everyone with the agenda and everything.
Yes, I will share. I will share. After the class,
Yeah.
I will share.
Okay.
Hey,
But I
Amit.
don't think in agenda you have any practical. I mean, projects, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yep. I'm saying.
I will share the agenda.
Okay. Perfect.
Amit, and do we get any certification after your training is done if we go out and write any certifications? What are those certifications that will be helpful, right, immediately once the course is done? And what kind of certifications can be achieve, can be done? So, if you can provide those details, that would be also helpful.
Okay. Okay, so the thing is, certification. If you come into picture, so there is as such there is no certificate which will be good. Here is the thing is, there are lot many companies which are giving the certificate. Okay, but there are free certificates also, there are paid certificate also. So it's better if you just focus on the knowledge, because right now this is booming field. If you know something, you will get something better, because every company is moving into these models they are using, because you can see these applications of these models, right? You can create your research paper, you can create your essay, you can create emails, you can create your picture, you can generate a video. So lot of applications are there. So only thing which is required is having practical aspect. When you know lot of practicals, if you worked on lot of projects, then you are already you don't need any kind of other kind of certification into it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So
Hi,
any other
sir.
question? Yeah,
So,
sign
my
up.
question is that after we complete the course, like, what are the immediate like job opportunities that we get? Do we get, or we have to do more on that? We have to work on the model, but uh, we have the scope of immediately joining a company, as you said, a fashion company or a automobile company or any company like that. We have the access. We'll be getting enough knowledge, or is it a like long field, or we have to go through some steps or something like that to be entering or protruding into this new field?
Sign up. The thing is, once you are worked on these projects or this technology, you automatically. I mean, right now, data science engineers are in too much in demand. So data science also, if you are having this practical aspect or practical knowledge about this generative AI, you already at upper hand about you are already at upper hand. So there is nothing to worry about anything else. Okay, so there is no need to worry about anything else. Everything, once you focused on the knowledge, and everything comes to you.
Okay,
This
thank
is
you.
very lucrative field, and automatically once I mean, you already know the generative AI, and if a person is know the data science, machine learning, and you are having a generative AI practicals and all these projects which we will give you the project once you put in your CV, that will already give you the upper hand in job market. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, anything else?
Yeah, hi. Could you shed some light in the questions like topics that I mentioned in the chat?
Where exactly? Okay, just give me a minute. Let me check. This is Sainath, right?
Yeah, we are two people here, you know.
Okay, okay. With the same name.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Do basic. Okay, you talk about scope of generative AI in present and future job market, right? So I think this I have explained you. Job market is right now is very much open for data science and machine learning guys, and you are put giving a market with a generative AI skill. So this generative AI skill will give you the upper hand in the market in present as well as in the future. You can go and check it out. Data science and machine learning skills are still deficient in globe around the world. They need more data scientists and machine learning experts in every industry, and this is the part, or this is the latest technology which is into data science and machine learning, generative AI. So you guys already have upper hand once you done with that. What other roles generative AI other than prompt engineering and generative AI? So what other roles is simple models. These are the prompt models or generative AI models. So you will just go with a simple machine learning models. I mean, predictive models, there is nothing like what else is there?
No, I'm asking about the roles, not the models.
No, no, okay, roles. So roles are those machine learning engineer, data science scientist, or these analyst. All this comes into the same role. I mean, role wise, it is same as data science scientist job.
Okay.
Okay, data scientist job is also two types. One is more towards the these programming part. Other is predictive part where you have to create a machine learning models. So it's totally depend what type of job you are looking out. You will be focused and start getting those kind of a thing, right? Why chat gpt and AI models failing in mathematical calculation? So this question, chat gpt and they are failing, it's all about the training. So if you know that mathematical things are very much about the these about the practical practice also, right? And these models are about learning from the things only. So it's once we start giving them more calculation, more practice to these models, they start getting a better calculations in mathematics also. So
Okay,
it's
so
all about
it's
yeah.
going to take more time in the sense, what do you mean? Like we are going to implement, like we are creating applications, right? And
Yes, right.
real-time
Yes.
applications. So it's even the chat GPT for what is upgraded one is failing to calculate the basic things. Then how do you think the in the real-time applications they behave? Do you think it's going to be
So
successful?
no, no, its success is totally depend on the how much data which we are feeding. If we start feeding more and more mathematical data, it is start gaining just like in English language. how exactly it is predicting the or generating the English text is very in a fine or refined manner. The thing is, these model learn the English language while getting lot of text. They don't go through the punctuation or grammatical aspect of the English language. These models learn by getting a lot of English text. So once English text is a lot of feeding English text or everything, whatever is written, so they learn the pattern, how exactly English is written, how exactly after this word what word is written. So they still don't know about the grammar, about the these things, but they have learned by getting lot of text, billions of the documents which are fed to these models. Okay, so it's the same way we are giving them a lot of mathematical calculations to these models. Then these models will be in better situation to make a prediction about it or generate a mathematics. Okay, how to address the bias mentality of AI models? So what exactly it means?
Yeah, a model is trained through the data, right? Whatever the data which we train, so a model is built. So 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 currently in all the models, whatever it is generating, it is based on the data that we trained with. So if
Yes, right.
how do we get the generic output rather than the like biased output?
So, Sainath, it's totally depend on the application which we are creating. We create the model like that. Just think of it. Uh, if a person is born in French, he is getting only the knowledge of learning French. His parents, his environment, his school, everywhere he is getting a language French, right? Why exactly he is not trained with English? So it's totally depend on this scenario. It is totally depend on the application of those models. If we are using it for a particular purpose, we will bias those models with those particular things, right?
You know, do we change the data set for making the A model more giving more generic output or what?
Right, it's totally depend on the scenario. The more data we fed, more these are neural networks or neural models. So once we have lot of data we feed with these models, these performance will goes up. So right now, Chat GPT model is generic only. Whatever text, if you wanted to have automobile industry, you can feed something about automobile industry. It will generate a text about it or give you something on automobile. If you put it on finance, it will give you finance. So it is generally general models for general public only,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And what
Yes.
exactly learning models you will be covering in this course?
uh, uh, in this I think everything will be provided, the structure and everything will be provided apart from the projects which we will be giving you. Apart from it, I think everything will be given to you after this call.
Okay.
Okay, do you think basic Python and English, yeah, that's enough. Basic Python is enough, and once you end up with this course, it is just about learning Python. You know about the on job training. So it is just like it is on job on training learning Python. So what exactly I mean to say, while getting into the models, you will start learning the Python itself. If you want, we can go through the basics of Python also.
Okay.
Okay, how this course will I think this I have already covered, right? So anything else, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, Amit.
Yes, sir.
This is Pranay.
Yes, Pranay or Sainath?
Pranay. So
Pranay, tell me.
Basically, are we gonna have in upcoming sessions lot of verbal, or are we gonna have some real-time experiences as well, like building up
From
the data
start
set?
only, yes, from start only you will start getting I mean, practical aspects.
Okay.
If you
Like,
want more theory, we can focus on theory also. But
no,
the
no,
thing
no.
is, yeah, because sometimes what
Theory.
happens,
Mhm.
theory become boring. It is much
Right.
better if we learn theory while getting to see the practical.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
my way of getting the things done is theory, bit of theory, and then practical. So you can connect the lines, how exactly we have learned in this theory and what exactly we are getting.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, sir,
So
in real time, like after like we get a god, let's say we got a job in generative AI, so
yep.
we have to work on algorithm. So that would not be basic algorithm. The language LLM is the construction of algorithm, right? So that
Yes,
is
right.
basic. That is not basic. So how we have to cope up uh, with this
So
course,
so
this
as
course?
so Sainath, so this is what I was trying to tell you. There is term called transfer learning. So the
Okay.
transfer learning is just like I told you, na, I have created this PPT by taking a lot of references. So by getting the knowledge about these this PPT, you don't have to go through all the things, right? I just transfer my knowledge to you, right? In a similar way, in the similar way, all these models are trained. We are just taking the knowledge or transfer learning from these models and start using them in our applications. It's totally depend what kind of applications we are working. So we use the knowledge of these models into that. Okay.
Okay.
So we
Thank you.
don't create any new models. So we are just using the existing models from the Python itself for generative
Yes.
AI. Okay.
Right. Right. To creating these type models, we need very high amount of computation powers. These models are trained on billions of parameters. I think latest model is around uh, something around 200 billion parameters are there. I need to check this number, but it is something 200 or something like this billion parameters. So these models are which require a lot of computation power. So I don't think we have that much capability. So we are going to use those transfer learning. But how to use them? That is also one of the uh, question in the, because there are lot